Hi guys, welcome back again to Graceland. We don't come again with another update. Right now I want to talk about some of the trending things where they go on for the country. Guys, now different things now they happen for Nigeria. People won't be say he put Nigeria for mind, say Nigeria go better. All of them don't lose hope finish because of negative things when be say it they happen for Nigeria for different states, different story now with the year. Masses are crying and they are suffering. Just imagine say bandits enter church. Quite a lot of people for inside church, people when be say they go worship God just to fulfill the promise of God. At the end of the day, bandits enter the church. Quite all of them, even the pastor join. Just imagine, it can't be like say Tinubu not even care about the country again at all. The country in Nigeria can't be like where presidents not even there at all. Guys, make una just watch this video, and after watching, feel free drop your opinion. And I beg, if you never subscribe to the channel, subscribe maybe for the get our update. Subscription are free.
People who they open their mouth, they tell me say this. What they be this one? Please share this video. If you they tell me say these bandits now, who be these people? See bandits, oh, see bandits. See the weapon where bandits get. See the weapon where criminal get for country. Criminals. And you are calling them for peace talk. What our military no get? See machine. Who they supply them this machine? If it is not the government, who they supply them this machine? If the government is not involved, I dare anybody to tell me who they supply them this machine. Sir, Vice President Shetima, who they supply people this machine? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who they supply this for this machine? See machine as if they go war. Do you know why? The bandits are in war with we citizens of Nigeria. The moment you just wear this JC, nothing. They will take your life as if you're not a human being. Who is supplying them these machines? Even the Nigerian police not get all these guns. The Nigerian military not get all these guns. While we have a minister that can proudly stand and call a military man stupid. But you are very stupid. You are a foolish man. You know why? Because APC thinks that Nigerians belong to them. Nigeria belongs to them. Sir, Nigeria belongs to Nigerians. Now we get Nigerians. Now we be the Nigeria. Not be owner. We be the politician. How can you steal power? How can you rob power just to take our life? Just to kill us? What do we do you, sir? What do we do you? What do we do you? What do we do you? Sir, what do we do you? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what do we do you? When we speak, they arrest us. When we speak, they take our life. When we speak, if you know we cannot speak to power, why did you become president? If you leave power for person who deserve her. If you leave power for person who deserve her. Now we are speaking our young tonight. I am coming for all those young people when they appoint. When President Bola Ahmed Tinubu they pay, all those people when they do fake news, they carry fake news up and down. Tonight I am coming for you. Tonight I am coming for all of you. Tonight, those people when they pay money, they don't if they talk. Those media houses when they pay. Tonight I will mention all your name. I will reveal all your secrets tonight. Ajay, tonight. See, you cannot shut us up. We are tired. Sir, we are tired though. For how long are we going to run out of our country? For how long? For how long? I go Ghana. I said in Ghana for how long? Before we see Via, Nigeria must go. Now I take come back to Odu Road. They pursue me. Come out for their country. Say, I you say you are the giant of Africa. Go back to your giant. Meanwhile, we are giant of nothing. We are giant of nothing. Nothing, sir. Why? Because we have a president that does not listen to us. Because of you. Donald Trump will call us a disgraceful nation. The disgrace is not on our head, sir. It's on your head and your people. Because we are not the head of the state. Now, honor.
If every Nigerians, every group, every organization, every section of this country thinks like this, Nigeria will not be having all the problems it's having today. Honestly, when I saw this news, I was impressed. Say, but coming from a very unlikely tribe, honestly, I know what I'm saying. Just take a look at the news. It said Yoruba Union demands Tinubu's resignation, says Kebbi school girls would have been found if president's daughter was included. But that is the full gist. The whole truth, nothing but the truth. This is exactly why they messed and still messing Nigeria up, because their kids are never involved in the problems. They've taken them to all the way far away, America, UK, France, Dubai. So whatever you suffer here is none of their business. Obviously, if Tinubu's daughter was in one of these Nigerian schools, Akpabio children are in among Nigerian schools, Senator Honorable Tajudi Abbas of the House of Rep have his children schooling in Nigerian schools, and the 36 state governors and their deputy have their children schooling in Nigerian school, security would have been boosted. Insecurity would have been in its minimum. This is it. They know that the children of the poor are the ones in the school and nobody cares about them. But sadly enough, the children of these poor and the poor themselves defend this rubbish. You see this news from this Yoruba Union, it beats my imagination because of the tribe that is being ascribed to it. I'm not saying the Yorubas are entirely, no, don't misquote me, but I stand to be challenged. A majority of the Yorubas are tribalistic. You see that word resignation that appears in this entire news. We make so many Yorubas criticize this union. You visit my comment section later, you will see some telling you that they are idiots because they don't care how the country is being run as long as it's a Yoruba man is there. But the fact is, if Tinubu's children were in Nigerian schools, the schools will be safer. If Akpabio children, if Wike's children, if the children of the ministers and all the senators are in Nigerian schools, all this rubbish will not be like this. This is an obvious fact. You don't need any computer, any rocket science to know this. If Jonathan children were among the Chibok girls that were adopted in Jonathan's time, the story would have been different. Let's be very honest. These people don't care about you and I. That's why they've taken their children to the safe land. And whatever happens here, all they just do is to make sure it does not get to the public. They just die down, which is very wrong. You see, this Yoruba Union, I don't know you guys, but you guys will live long. For having that positive mindset, taking tribe aside, that's what this nation needs to grow. If your brother is misbehaving, put it to him that, brother, you are doing it wrong. Enough of this stomach infrastructure, enough of this that my person did, I'm benefiting from it. That is what has destroyed this country. And as for you, APC Mugu, claiming to be a supporter, you are in Europe, you are in America, here you see, if that country you've run to have this same terrorism, they are terrorizing the state, the country, the cities that you are, you will run away from there, perhaps come back home. But it is safer there, and you are there saying that Tinubu is doing well and that he should continue. A government you could not survive. Is that fair? Is that really fair? So please, Nigerians, let's learn to think. Before you support any politician, ask yourself, is the children of these politicians involved in what I and my children are passing through? If you ask yourself that, perhaps you may just wake up to consciousness and then begin to act right. Tinubu children don't school in Nigeria. They don't attend Nigeria hospital. They don't attend Nigeria markets. They don't use Nigeria roads. And you are complaining for Tinubu to fix all these things. Or you are expecting Akpabio to move a motion compelling the presidency to fix school, to fix road when they don't use it. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. So enough of allowing these people turn us to the dumping ground while they take our resources to put their children at the best part of the world. Nigerian politicians can make Nigeria as good as the United States, as good as China, as good as Russia. But it's either they are just deliberately wicked or they are being stupid. Either or both is involved. Because if you look at Nigerian resources that is being invested in France, UK, Dubai, Germany, China, America, and all over the world, transfer them to Nigeria. Nigeria will be like one of those countries. Imagine what Alhaji Atiku Abubakar have in Dubai. Bring them to Nigeria. Adamawa will be better off. So does every other politician, every other demonic politicians that have taken our resources out there. And they keep coming here, campaigning for a political office, and we are always giving them backing. Are we not sick? Mentally, of course, we are sick.
The Islamic jihadists in Nigeria are not the only one responsible for the genocide in Nigeria. They have accomplices. I'm going to mention about 5 people that are complicit in the unaliving and the genocide that is going on in Nigeria. I'm going to mention. Remember, after Donald Trump talked about it, a lot of Nigerians, for various selfish and corrupt reasons, began to push back to continue the media manipulation that they have been doing over the years to keep the genocide. What? Keep it away from media space. I'm going to mention about 5 people they are complicit. It's not just the Fulani jihadists that is responsible for this genocide. There are 5 other group of people that are responsible. I'm going to mention them. At number 1 is the former president of this country, Muhammadu Buhari. In 2014 or so, Muhammadu Buhari made a statement that baboons will be soaked in blood if he loses election. They imported mercenaries from outside Nigeria. APC imported it into Nigeria to prepare for eventual violence. And who was contesting for election then? Muhammadu Buhari. At a time when Goodluck was fighting against these terrorists, he defended them. Muhammadu Buhari is one of the number 1 people complicit in this genocide because he defended those who were committing it. He defended them. He is complicit. Number two is northern politicians. The likes of El-Rufai. The one that said that he paid Bandit, he paid these terrorists. He paid them to keep them in check when they were attacking people from southern Kaduna. El-Rufai. He is complicit in this. Number 3 is Atiku Abubakar. When they unalive did mob action against Deborah, Atiku Abubakar tweeted against it. The mob that committed this thing, who should have been rounded up and sent to prison or given a capital punishment, this mob raised their voice. What did Atiku Abubakar do? He deleted the tweet and said he was not the one that tweeted and condemned that act. He's complicit. When it was time for him to speak up and condemn it, he did, and they rose their head again because these people are now emboldened in Nigeria. He chickened down and deleted that tweet. He's complicit. Number 4 is southern politicians. Southern politicians. The ones who are desperate for power. Who will do anything to keep the government in power. To keep them. They collaborate with them. They see nothing and they say nothing. They see nothing and they say nothing. They don't say anything against the government of Muhammadu Buhari just because of their desperation to keep power, to stay in power. They are complicit. They are everywhere. In the midst of this genocide, they are telling you that President Tinubu is doing well. Anyone that you see opening his mouth saying that Tinubu is doing well, that person is complicit in this genocide. They are everywhere. They are in your families, if you are a Southerner. Everywhere. Number 5 is religious leaders. The big general overseer. Now, this is a video of Pastor Matthew Ashimolo talking about Pastor Eunice, the woman that was doing morning cry that was hacked, unalived in the north. He is talking about it. You would have thought that this woman was a pastor in his church, but no, she was not a member of his church. This woman was a member of Redeemed Church. Have you ever seen Pastor E. Adeboye speak passionately about the unaliving of this woman? No. In fact, they are the ones defending today, trying to interpret and tell us that what is happening in Nigeria is not genocide. Telling us that America want to come and take Nigeria with resources. Texas alone has more oil than Nigeria. They have more refineries than Nigeria. Where is the resources? They consider genocide as resources. For these pastors, genocide is natural resources for them. So you don't see any of them coming out to speak. What they are busy doing is to push back. Why? They want to remain comfortable. They want to continue to exploit poor Nigerians without question, without pushback. Because the more poor people are, the more the poverty, the more the people run to the church and be shouting and be dropping seed and offering. They are responsible. The final group is you, the ones that are supporting these politicians. These are the final group of people that is part of those committing the genocide. You support them. They give you 1 cup of garri, they give you 1,000 naira, 10,000, you vote them, you defend them, you do everything for them. You are part of those that is committing this genocide. My prayer for you is that those of you who say that this genocide, it is not bad enough to be called genocide, test it and see if it is bad enough. Can you come close to your family so you can test it and now come and tell us, no, it is not genocide. It is a friendly unaliving. It is a friendly one. Nigeria has become a genocide field. As we are speaking today, 25 school children was kidnapped. Military general was unalived. Vice principal unalived. Guess where our vice president is? He's in Taraba. The new people that they have pressure to join APC have joined them. They are there to celebrate. Genocide. Nigeria is a genocide field. Every day people are unalived and nobody asks questions. Our politicians are busy trying to secure power, trying to secure the place for these Fulani jihadists to continue their genocide. Their genocide. You should be ashamed of yourself if you are one of those that is protecting them, urging them to continue. May this good news of genocide, may it touch your family, so you can tell us how it tastes, whether it's a good feeling or a bad one.
President Tinubu, I think it is time for you to resign now. How do you feel comfortable being president over a failed nation? How do you feel comfortable being president over kidnapping, over genocide, over losing? We are losing our gallant soldiers. How do you feel, president, over failing democracy? How do you feel being president over failing judiciary? President Tinubu, if you genuinely love Nigeria, it is time for you to resign now. President Tinubu, resign honorably now. You are not capable enough to rule our nation at this junction. Things are getting bad. Our children are getting kidnapped. People are dying every day. No hospitals, no good roads, poverty everywhere, hardship everywhere. President Tinubu, I beg you, please, it is time for you to go. It is time for you to relax. You have done your bit.
Global coalition, they are urging to Donald Trump to please hasten up with the military action we wanted for inside Nigeria. I thought I was the only one noticing that Donald Trump is slow. Ever since you mentioned that thing, these attackers, they don't resume attack with full force. They are not bombing church, doing everything, buying people, enter inside church anyhow. Now they can't do. I thought I was the only one where they see say Donald Trump is slow. Now, the global coalition, they don't say message. And many other people don't say message. The secretary of NATO don't say message to Donald Trump. That made the hasten up before Nigeria go turn to desert. Before it go turn to a playground. As far as the government is looking at these people, government no fit do anything. Government, now una call Goodluck Jonathan woman. You call say Goodluck Jonathan is a woman. Goodluck Jonathan is too sluggish. Goodluck Jonathan is too they do mune. But look at you. The only thing you people have interest is how to grab land, how to borrow loans, how to carry loan where you no fit just do anything. That is your interest in this country. Global coalition. Thank you. Say una see notice say Donald Trump they very sluggish too. You said a word. Ever since you said a word, the attackers don't resume with full force. They are not buying people, entry church, entry schools, kidnapping, doing everything. You cannot do anything. Donald Trump, you better fast and come to this country, Nigeria. You better come to this country or forget democracy is dead in Nigeria. Now Fulanis, now they rule this Nigeria now because the Fulani are controlling the government.